Howdy guys, this is Shane from Geeky Nerdy Techie. Today I'm going to show you something that I bought for my video camera or DSLR that I can use in my car. I actually got this from Amazon and it was dirt cheap, so I thought to myself, I don't know how this is going to go, but I thought I'd take a bit of a punt on this and test it out and see if it actually works. So let's give it a shot. This is the Fantaseal Super Tri-Cup suction mount with ball head for DSLR slash camcorder slash action cam. And as I was opening the plastic, it made lots of noise, so apologies for that. Let's go ahead and rip this thing open. And I've got my glass table out today for a reason. Suction cups love glass. So let's just see what comes in the pack. All right, we've got a couple of screws here as well, which hopefully aren't impossible to take out. No, we are good to go. Awesome, nice and simple. So the premise of this is you can use it either on your windscreen or you can use it on the dash of your car. It will stick as long as it's clean, obviously. And the suction cups also have some locking mechanisms on them as well, which makes them that little bit more secure. But I would make sure wherever you stick these to start with, it's actually fairly clean so they don't come off actually if you encounter some bumps in the road and all that kind of stuff. So what I'm going to do is put this together and see if it actually sticks to the table first, and then we'll try it in the car. So putting this together is actually quite easy. All we need to do is grab one of the screws, put it through the back, suction cups facing down, if they're facing that way to start with, and you just literally screw this on. It's that simple. Now that will get you started. So that's it, it's all connected up, it's nice and simple. This particular part right here is for the action cams, which I don't own any of. I'm actually going to use this with this particular camera, which is my Sony 4K AX53. It's a really cool camera, and the reason I'm going to use it with this is it has amazing stability. And it's going to be one of those cameras that I think should be good in the car. I've actually used it just sitting on the dashboard before, and the stability is insane. So I'm tipping with this on, which I'm going to test out right now. We still shouldn't have any problems. Now I just want to check that screw. Yeah, the screw's all good. All right, let's try to lift this up. No, it is going nowhere at all. So I think this is going to be fine. I'm going to do a quick shoot in the car, maybe drive around the block a little bit later, check the sunset out or something like that, and see how it goes. All right, so wish me luck. I've got my camera hanging upside down, so I'm probably gonna have to edit this in post, although I see myself the right way up on the viewfinder, so maybe the camera knows it's upside down. I'm not 100% certain yet, but I'll let you know. Now, I tested this by hanging it off the bottom of my glass table for a little while with a 1.5 kilogram weight, which is around 3 pounds. So I thought, you know what, I'm not gonna just take this and put it in the car and put a $1,200 video camera plus a $400 wireless pack attached to it, and then I'm gonna let it fall. I'm gonna actually test to see if it can handle some weight, and it did. So now just remember too, my video camera has amazing stabilization. So this thing isn't a stabilizer at all. If your camera doesn't have any stabilization, odds are it's probably gonna look like crap. So this particular camera has almost a gimbal-like effect, and I can see my camera moving physically, but I can see on the viewfinder it looks pretty stable. All 3 suction cups are holding on right now, and I noticed because of the curvature of the windscreen that the actual suction cups have more of a hard time cupping themselves to the actual curvature as opposed to flat glass. I'm just going to pull over in a sec and see if these are actually still holding up, because even on this short distance I'm a little concerned because it's new and it held on to my actual 1.5 kilogram weight for about 15 minutes before it fell, and it looks fine actually. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you a photo. I'm going to take a photo of this right now, how I've got it rigged up, and you can check it out. So that's the rig in its full operating form, at least for my situation. I would feel way more comfortable using a GoPro or a mobile phone or something smaller as opposed to using something like this. If you're going to be hanging a good DSLR that weighs a bit off it, I'd maybe think twice. I'm not 100% certain how I feel about these suction cups as of right now, but they are holding up okay. I would just make sure you test it and check it a few times. And if you plan on doing some crazy driving with a big camera, it might not be the best choice. So keep that in mind as well. What I'll do, I'll spin the camera forward now and we'll get some driving shots and we'll see how smooth it actually looks. But very cool. It seems to work all right. Like I said, you might want to check it every few minutes just to make sure it's going to be fine. But overall, so far so good. Might just do a quick spin around town here and see how it holds up, and if any of the suction cups fall off or not, I'll let you know. All right, here we go, over some bumps. So far so good. All three are still holding up. More bumps coming up. Oh man, I can hear it kind of rattling a little bit. It looks like it might have slipped off its axis slightly, but the suction cups are still holding on. So yeah, thank God for that. Another cool thing to mention too, if you have a selfie stick, you can simply take off the end that attaches to your mobile or cell phone, whatever, attach that and use it with your actual phone. It's pretty cool. So there you go. That's another option for using this unit as well. And it makes the overall load a lot lighter, which means probably has less chance of actually falling off. My only small criticism of this unit would be this particular bit right here. It feels like if you tighten it up too much, the plastic's going to crumble. It hasn't done that, obviously, but it feels like it could be a little bit cheaper than the rest of the build quality. That said though, the screw should remain in place even if this breaks. And what I might end up doing is just sort of super gluing or crazy gluing that in place anyway. And I'll just spin the unit to take the phone off. It sounds kind of counterintuitive, but in the end, I think it will mean this will last a whole lot longer. Thanks for watching. My name's Shane. If you want to find out more about this, you can check out the Amazon link I've posted in the description of the video. This is the Fantaseal Super Tri-Cup suction mount with ball head for DSLR, camcorder, and action cam. And if you have a GoPro or something like that that requires the other connection, it does come with this as well. I don't actually own a GoPro, so I'll get a close-up of this so you can see exactly what it is and make sure it's the right thing for the job. Overall though, this is a really great unit. It seems to work fine. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you all soon. See ya.